A topic that comes up pretty regularly has to do with maps, and specifically, what kind of maps do we use for different types of incidents? Today, I want to focus on just one of those, and that's missing persons. And the reason is, a lot of times with missing persons, we have an initial response that involves local departments and local teams. But as the incident continues to grow, we start pulling in resources from adjoining communities and then adjoining counties or municipalities. And maybe we're not all on the same page when it comes to what type of maps we have. I want to point out just one today. This is a USGS topo map. It's 1/24,000 scale. It's folded. I know for some of y'all that's a big no-no. You can either roll maps or fold them. I prefer folding the map, basically because it's more tactical. I can put it in my pocket or I can put it in my pack. These are available for the entire United States free of charge. Free is always good for the local government. The way you get to those is you visit nationalmap.gov, all one word. When you get to the page, you'll notice the first thing is a list of different maps that are available, some for sale, some for free. The one I want you to focus on that says US Topo, and just click the big large icon right there on the side of the page. On the top of the page it says US Topo Quadrangles. These maps are free of charge again. On the left hand side in the banner, click Download Maps. And all you have to do is to zoom into the area that you want to download. As you get closer to the community level, you'll start seeing a grid come up on the map. The grid is actually the boundaries of this map, so you know exactly which one you're downloading. Now, they may not perfectly correlate to the actual community name. Sometimes it's a small community that's in the middle of the map. Sometimes it's an area that hasn't been called that in a long time. But basically, look for the geographic area you're looking for. On the right hand side, you'll see where it says Navigate and Mark Points. Once you have the squares kind of identified that you want to download, select Mark Points, click on the map that you want to download, and a big old red marker will come up. All you have to do is click the marker, and it gives you a list of every available map for that geographic space in the United States. Pretty cool. There are a lot of them. The one that we use the most, and the one that we recommend for search operations, it will be on the top. It's the US Topo 7.5 by 7.5 grid. That's a 7.5 minute by 7.5 minute grid of that space on the Earth. All of these maps are available in PDF format, which makes them easy to open and read, both on computers, laptops, tablets, even cell phones. They're all about 30 megabytes because they come with an orthographic image. And that means it's not just the lines and the contours and the street symbols. And it will open up and show you an actual bird's eye view of the area. Now, some teams prefer to work straight topography, just the grid lines and the shading. Some places like to have ortho imagery. And I think depending upon the mission will tell you which one is probably better. We recommend that you download the entire data set for your area and whatever touches your area around the outside edge, and have them printed. Once you have these printed off, they can be folded down into a manageable size. Now, there is a correct way to fold a map, and I encourage you to YouTube search that. It's not hard. Just make sure you learn it so you know how to fold it back. And when you get done, you should be able to see the name of the area that you're searching here, and also on the back side on the bottom. The name of the area will be on both sides of it, no matter how it's laying, you'll know which one it is. Take these, put them in a vacuum sealed bag, rubber band them together, put them in an area they won't get wet. We keep ours in a Pelican box along with our radio equipment, and have them ready to go. Do not be afraid to mark all over these, to make your notes, whatever it is, even have maybe one for each operational period. That way you can understand that what happened last night, and again this morning, and again tonight, and the next day, and the next night. That way you have a legal copy of what's going on in search operations. Lastly, these all have a very specific scale. They're 1 in 24,000, and why is that important? For one, it makes it very easy to calculate distance. Secondly is most of your compasses will have a ruler on the side of them. One side will have inches, the other side will actually have distance marks, and the compass will tell you if it's set to 1 to 24,000. Most compasses are. That makes it very simple for you to measure distance on this topo map. We encourage you to continually hone that skill set of map reading, being able to judge distances, ridge lines, paths, and it really comes into play with lost persons because they tend to travel downhill or along drainage ditches. And from a topo map, you can see all those very easily.